YouTube, what is up with y'all today? This is Nail Goodfella Nail coming through with another sneaker review, another sneaker opinion, another sneaker conversation. And long story short, man, basically, and this is gonna be real quick, is that the sneaker game is in good hands. Long as you're not chasing a hype beast stuff, it's in good hands. So yeah. So first thing first, we're going to get into something that's not really even, Nike or Jordan branded or hyped. So this happens when the kicks, everything line up, the sneaker guys watch over. Just got my kicks delivered today. Just got two pairs, two different colorways. I'm going to say the best colorway for last, but yeah. So first thing first, my second favorite colorway for the Puma Guard OG joint. Now, the box that this came with actually is just a simple red box. Now, this sneaker per se is just, it's not the most hype sneaker. It's not, it depends on your taste level. Me, I like 80s, 90s basketball a lot. A lot of the kicks from back then, most of the, some of the best looking kicks rather came from back in those times. You also still got classics sprinkled throughout the 2000s and 2010s as well, of course, so I'm not like one of these guys that's just owed everything, but some of those iconic classic styles, definitely. Obviously in 89, I was a little, man, I was probably still a caterpillar. I was like I wasn't even, yeah. So that's where this one came from. But now more people are probably familiar with the white colorway. That's understandable because Isaiah Thomas actually wore that colorway. Now this one, I don't know if he too much wore, but I know this is probably more game regulation kind of like colorways with the whole black and white and stuff. And I know that one, the white one, is more of an OG colorway. Again, because I think he's actually worn. I've seen Google pictures of it. You can Google it too. Again, it's the Palace Guard OG. Now I don't know too much about this one though, but I can see a few players still wearing this because this is not a crazy wild colorway. Now with this though, man, the skies open up everything. After all the complaining and bots and all that stuff, this the only reason why I say the sneakers game is still in good hands is because this kind of sneaker. Deals is still to be had long as it's not for a hype sneaker. And the good thing about people falling for the hype and everything is that they sleep on stuff like this. Most people don't have a style, so you know how that go. Or it has to be a certain brand name and blah, blah, blah. Now here at this channel, I don't discriminate or anything. I'm not a brand name whore or anything like that. So if it looks fly, I'm definitely copping it, rocking it, and styling it. Originally, that's where all this stuff come from anyway. Rocking it, styling it, rocking it, you know what I mean? So let me just get into a little bit of materials for you guys, because I don't even think this even like really like a full-blown review of this sneaker on YouTube. I know maybe like 2 or 3 reviews are on YouTube of a white OG pair, but we cross that bridge when we get there. So first thing first, obviously you guys can see that it's black, but one thing I didn't really too much know was I thought that this was all leather, the paneling and everything, but actually it's not. It's more so like a dry nubuck. I want to call it a durabuck. The quality on it isn't like terrible, but you can tell that it's made tough. The texture on it is pretty tough because it's made for more so of the hardwood, hooping and stuff. So would I hoop in these? No. And I've seen a few people ask me that on the Adidas Street Ball sneaker video. Obviously you can't hoop in those. I don't know, man. When you're dealing with the internet and flyby users and stuff, some of them full of shit. But anyway, I'm not saying full of shit for asking that question, but really, but it's like, I don't know. I don't want to get into a rant with that. But so with this one though, this one does remind me of the Jordan 4, the way this model is built. I'm hoping you guys can see the blackness up here. Again, right where I left off. This you more. It feels like a nice thin flat matted Durabuck, kind of like powdery Durabuck or something. Also too, you do have mesh running through the toe box, and you also have mesh paneling along the side of the Puma label. You also have this strap right here. It looks like a Jordan 4 like strap. I mean, like the subtle differences is just funny to me. I mean, maybe because I obviously had way more Jordan 4s before this sneaker, obviously, but like that's what this slightly reminds me of. Now, granted, this was 1989 when these dropped, this model, so you know, maybe that was kind of like a little, you know, maybe that was the style, have a strap and then maybe have some of this. Check out the Flight 89s. They damn near almost look like that. They at least have this thing right there, the hump. But you also too have painting going along the side. As far as the craftsmanship, not nothing bad or terrible, but you do have the brush strokes on the inner part of the sneaker right here, and going along the side it's just a little bit dusty, but you know, we're just gonna chalk that up to this sneaker being stored maybe in a warehouse or something like that. These are brand new. These are not used, by the way. I mean, for as cheap as these are, I got mine for 36 bucks from rougeshoes.com, and I used the coupon or whatever as well. You will see it on their website. Depends on when this review come out or how long they got the sale going on for. So going to the inside, you do have the orange Puma on the sole. Looks fly in flames. It was a little sticker in there. Y'all know I don't do the sticker things. Most of the time I put the stickers on the side of the box because I don't do the sweaty foot sweating in the sticker. Ugh. You know, even some of my previous sneakers from years ago, I wish I would have took that out. But that's one of my peeves, man. It's just like, terrible. Anyway, going to the bottom, you do have, might be called a Hexalite, which is something Puma was, not Hexalite. Oh my gosh, I'm up there. Hexalite might be Reebok, yeah. This might actually has that sail technology that Puma definitely works with a lot. Also, too, you got mesh going around the ankle area as well. Just the same kind of mesh is just consistent throughout the toe box, through the mid panel, and through the ankle area as well. As far as going into the sock liner, you're not going to too much catch any fuzzies all like that because number one, I'm Black Sock Gang, and this right here, you know, it's not like super plush cotton. Sometimes when it's that super plush cotton, like something like the Nike Air Max 4 tailwind joint, those are like real cottony or anything. They should still, they came out with a crazy amount of colorways, Nike did rather, and you know, that sock liner is going to be hit full of beady beads after you rock that. Going to the back though, you do have a nice Puma branding with that nice pop of orange right here. You know, fly in flames, kind of remind me of the old school a lot, especially with this colorway. Kind of make you think about that whole shatter backboard colorway and everything, but you know, every time you see that black and orange, you kind of think that. Now, obviously this is the white leather paneling right here with the Puma logo, I don't want to say Puma swoosh, but the Puma track rather. And you also have the gray, a light gray going through as well with a nice orange. Most of it is self-explanatory, obviously, guys. I mean, you guys can see it. There's only but so much I can mention about it. But one of my things that I really, really do like about this sneaker is the logo right here. Not all of the Palace Guard joints have this logo. Some they don't have the basketball logo. Not all of them. Maybe only the OG ones does. I don't know. Because I know the white ones do for sure have it. Now with this one right here, I wish they just could have made the basketball more vibrant orange like they have this right here, because they did it on the OG joints, the white ones. They made the orange a little bit more vibrant, but it's not really a deal breaker for me. This like that old, this like that when you in gym, this is like that old basketball with like the brown on it. This is the one that's like your grandfather or your father, you know what I mean, your uncles was like hooping with, you know what I mean, back in their day when they was like kids or whatever. Like that's that whole tan look. Like you could just tell the basketball wore out, but I'm just going to other places with that. Now when when I show you another color, you're gonna see it's more vibrant. Look like you just got it today. You know what I mean? But it's still, I still don't knock the sneaker. Definitely a fly sneaker. I like the way this V look on here. You know, as far as this logo, as far as Puma, this will make a nice logo for a shirt or on a jacket or something like that. I definitely think this logo has potential because it's fire and flames and it's simple. and it's, you know, it's like an ode to the throwback. Something you will see on the pennant, jersey, jacket, you know, one of them classic satin jackets or one of them classic starter jackets, and you know, just a shirt in general. So fly in flames. You also do have some traction at the bottom. Now, I haven't worn these joints yet though. You know, I was just so excited, man, before I could even throw these on. I just decided to give you guys a review. I don't know if I'm gonna do a 2-week thing though. I might just do a 2-week thing, lived in series rather, with maybe with the white ones or something like that, or it depends on the fit or whatever, how I'm feeling. Now obviously these are a little bit more easier to match up because black go with anything, but I just want to show you guys this, and yeah, I don't want to be too long-winded. The mesh on the toe box is a little tough. You know, back then it was battling like warriors, so that definitely explains it, man. They wasn't just hooping like normal, they was actually going in. And with Isaiah Thomas being called the bad, you know, the whole Detroit Pistons team around that time being called the bad boys, you know, known for their cheating and all that, I guess, like fouling and everything and scoring and getting away with it. This battleground mesh is what I'm calling this battle go to war World War III mesh. Is definitely what's needed when you out there on the court. Now, again, I wouldn't hoop in these. You know, that's just my thing. Also, too, going along the tongue, you do have mesh as well along the tongue paneling. So that goes up through the sneaker. You also still got nubuck wrapping around, like that dry Durabuck nubuck wrapping around the lace and everything. One of the things that I dislike about the sneaker, again, I kind of always say this in every video, no matter the brand, but the laces that they use for back in the day, I'm not really a fan of all like that. I like those cotton laces, but these feel more so like a nylon kind of like lace. But I will say it won't get as cottony or as nappy as quick as like some of the older laces I have on older kicks, you know, from back in the day or whatever. Because sometimes they give you two laces, a throwback lace like they did with the Air Max 1. I know that's a whole different brand, but it just seemed like every brand, when they retro an old sneaker from back in the day, I guess maybe to stay true to the OG, it's like, okay, well, we're going to give these guys the 80s laces as well. I can straight up just do with regular black laces that came out today, you know, but it's still not too much of a deal breaker. These seem a little bit more sturdy, seem like they're going to last a little bit longer than maybe like the regular cotton laces, but so I don't really have to too much worry about that nappiness, that whole cotton up beaded thing and all that stuff, man. So that's just one of my peeves, just like the sticker on the inside of the insole. I don't too much care for that, so I usually take it out. I'm just hoping that this sneaker is appearing to you guys in the light correctly, but I really won't know until playback, so it is what it is. Tell me what you guys think though below. Is the sneaker game still in good hands, man? I mean, come on, man. I mean, you know, yeah, you know, Jordan's forever classic, some Nikes forever classic, but if you really do this, man, we still got to get around to the other basketball players. There are more Hall of Famers than Jordan and Pippen and, you know, Kobe and stuff. So, you know, obviously Isaiah Thomas, these his joints right here. Stay tuned for my next review though, and the next colorway as well, man. The next colorway is my favorite colorway, and again, if this, you know, this is my second favorite colorway right here, but the other one's my first favorite colorway. Y'all gonna see those soon. And I like these too, obviously. I wouldn't have bought them if I didn't like them. I don't buy sneakers just because they're cheap or whatever like that. I feel like this was definitely a steal deal, and this is definitely something I could just throw with a fit when I don't want the kicks to pop as much, but I want to have that more of that subtle off in the cut. You know what I mean? This is for the guys that's a little bit more subtle with it. You know, you definitely hit the fall or the winter with these. Even a little bit of the summer, but obviously the pearly whites hit way better in the summer, but still, you know, you can still do some damage with this. I'm tempted to kind of try to hoop in these, but I won't do it because I got my own designated little hooping shoe I use, and I just rock these casually. That's the way I'm gonna be rocking these joints. So rate, comment, and subscribe. This is Nail, good fella Nail. Tell me what you guys think. Do you guys even mess with Puma? I know y'all guys probably got some of the dad shoes, but what about some of the retro joints like this? Isaiah Thomas was a beast. He even gave my boy Jordan some problems back in the day, him and the whole Pistons. So they actually gave the Bulls problems. And I think they went against the Lakers too and killed them too, if I'm not mistaken. So rate, comment, and subscribe. This Nail, good fella Nail coming through with another sticker review, all that stuff. Peace.